Hey, if you like fishing, this is your lucky day because you've caught the end of season highlight episode right here on the show. A look back at all the great fishing we've experienced this year, and we've caught some big ones. Buckle in, everybody. A lot of fun and excitement is in store. Fox Sports Outdoors is on the air right now.
It's time for your weekly fishing reports and real-time outdoor news from the Southeast region. This is Fox Sports Outdoors.
This is the 39th and final episode for our 2016 season here on the show. And this week, for the next half hour, we'll be continuing a tradition we started some 14 years ago. This is our end of season year-in review episode where we take a look back at all the exciting adventures and great fish catches, and we'll be showing a bunch of those to you in the next half hour. Later on, we'll also have our bloops and outtakes, a little fun for you at the end of the season, and we'll get a word from each of our insider reporters from their particular region and their forecast for the winter fishing season upcoming. Fox Sports Outdoors end of season episode goes back to the FSN studios and kicks it off with Julie and your weekend planner.
The Salooner tables are indicating fair game fish activity for both days of the weekend. Peak daylight hours should begin at 3:38 p.m. on Saturday and 4:37 p.m. on Sunday. Look for the sun to rise at 7:14 and set at 5:21. And evenings will feature a moon that is 16% visible. Stay with us for freshwater and coastal fishing updates from around the region. Plus, the current Bassmaster champion Edwin Evers joins us for the Ask the Pro feature. Back in a bit.
Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Exide AGM Marine Batteries. Starts like new, stays like new longer. Motor Guide Trolling Motors, because accuracy matters. And Nitro Performance Fishing Boats. Champions aren't born, they're made.
Welcome back to our year-in review episode for 2016, and let's get right to the highlights. Our year began with a great tip from our friend Kevin Van Dam, the greatest tournament bass fisherman of all time, who told us about the resurgence of Toledo Bend Reservoir on the Louisiana-Texas border. From there it was to Carter's Lake in northeast Georgia, home of the famous big Carter's Lake spotted bass. We'll show you some of that. And it was on to Percy Priest Lake, Nashville, Tennessee, where we caught a big smallie and a big largemouth, both in the same day. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is what we came to do right there. Look at that big old mouth. Look at this. Oh, wow. Could catch a lot of largemouths up shallower, but I pulled back deeper and I caught a big smallie. Jumped him right in the net. How about that? That's a toad right there. That's a Toledo Bend specimen, like we wanted to catch when we came out here. He's not one of those giant double-digit dudes, but he is one fine fish nonetheless. Got him. Look at this. Holy cow. Baby. Thank you, Lord. That's what I wanted. Hooked right in the top of the mouth with a little wacky rig. That's a fat toad right there. Now that's the kind of spotted bass that Carter's Lake is famous for right there. Just a gorgeous, fat, feeding up. They feed on those blueback herring here, and they just gorge themselves on them, and that's why they get so big here.
This part of the program is brought to you by Visit Jacksonville. Northeast Florida offers great fishing, family-fun beaches, top restaurants and resorts that are easy to get to, and offer outdoor fun for everyone. So come on, visit Jacksonville. Well, this is the last show of the year. We hope that these reports along the coastal South have been beneficial to you and help you catch more fish and stay on target through the whole season. We'll be back next spring, starting in March, with more reports along the coastal South. Captain Charlie Gray in Alabama tells me that trout fishing has been just on fire in the marshes and the tidal rivers in Mississippi Sound and Lower Mobile Bay. Charlie also says that night fishing has been excellent for trout and redfish around the dock lights. Also, Dixie Bar redfish has been great. These are giant bull reds, over 25 pounds. It's almost a sure thing when the weather's calm and you can get out there on the Gulf side of that bar, soak a live pinfish or mullet or cut bait on the bottom. Also off Alabama, Mississippi, tuna fishing remains excellent. These are yellowfins to 100 pounds. Plenty of blackfin tuna up to 15 and 20 pounds are mixed in with them. And there's also some cobia around these oil and gas rigs. In southeast Georgia, Captain Tim Cutting says that the trout fishing has been exceptional. He's catching up to 30 fish a day. He's also catching redfish, flounder, black drum, and also sheepshead around the inlets where there's rocks and there's docks. That's it for the coastal South. Get out in the water, take a youngster with you when you go, and we'll see you next spring.
This week's Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi Freshwater Fishing Report is brought to you by Lake Guntersville, Alabama. Boasting 69,000 acres of clear blue perfection, the area offers hotels, lakefront cabins, public boat ramps, and restaurants. If you prefer big fish and a big pond, Guntersville is the right destination. www.fishguntersvillelake.com. Now we've reached the end of another year of Fox Sports Outdoors as we enter the holiday period. It's been a pleasure taking you along to some of the best places to wet a hook in Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi this year. But we've only scratched the surface. The three-state region has such a wide variety of options that there's something out there for anglers all of the time. Over the coming winter, the weather will be a bit cooler and blustery, but in the deep south, the weather's mild enough to keep right on fishing through the season. Whether it's on major reservoirs, rivers, creeks, or ponds, our bass, crappie, catfish, and brim are always ready for a fight. Over the next couple of months, we'll be out there on the water looking for the best places in the region to introduce you to new options for the 2017 angling action. We look forward to our weekly visits next year as we explore some of those fishing options. Meanwhile, we want to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a happy holiday season. And here's hoping the new year brings you tight lines.
We've got to take a quick break, but before we do, in many ways, it was the year of the crappie on Fox Sports Outdoors this year. Beginning at Poverty Point Reservoir, northeast Louisiana, where we caught several 2.5 pound plus crappie. Then it was on to Guntersville Lake in Alabama, famous for its big bass fishing. Who knew that crappie this big lived in that lake? I'm longlining out here today. And that's a beautiful slab crappie right there. Good size. I don't know, that fish should go 1.5 pounds, something like that probably. Look at this. Golly. Unbelievable. Look at the size of that crappie, will you? That is a hog. We're gonna stick that dude on the scale just to see what he weighs. 2.5, 2 pounds, 5 ounces. Our end of season celebration rolls on here on Fox Sports Outdoors, and 2016 was a banner year for speckled trout fishing on our show, both on the Atlantic coast and the Gulf Coast. We began down at Cedar Bayou and East Matagorda Bay in Texas and hit on some big specks there. And then all the way on the other end of the region at Murrells Inlet, South Carolina, we caught a giant speckled trout on a topwater.
Way to go, partner.
Man! Look at this trout.
Yes!
What a hit! Oh, baby. We have caught a giant monster Murrells Inlet trout. Got it. All right, look at this trout.
Good one.
Yeah.
Nice trout.
Oh, man.
Nice.
5 me on that big daddy. All right, look at this trout. Get in there. Got him. All right. Look at this big daddy. That is a whopper right there. Holy cow. One more look at an unbelievable East Matagorda Bay big old trophy speckled trout.
Maintenance on your fishing reels will ensure their performance and longevity. Lucas Marine Products has this fishing reel oil that is top quality. A few drops on a reel changes it better than new. Check them out, lucasoil.com. Hey guys, welcome to the final episode for the 2016 season. This is your Kentucky and Tennessee Fishing Report. First off, thank you guys for tuning in every week. I have really enjoyed it, and I've had the opportunity to correspond with some of you. You've reached me on Facebook and got my email address, and that's awesome. I love to hear from you guys. I've heard some great reports about some successes based on things that you saw and heard on the show. Let me give you one final fishing tip for the Tennessee-Kentucky region for the year. 3 days. You need a 3-day warming trend all throughout the winter, and I don't care how cold it is. If it warms up for 3 days straight, the bass, the crappie, the catfish are going to bite. 3 days. So get out of the deer stand, get out of the duck blind, get off the couch after 3 days and go catch them. Now, we're winding down for the year. We look forward to coming back, and we hope you join us next spring. Here's what I want to tell you. This is a holiday season. It's about the birth of Jesus. It's about gift giving and just loving on people. So I'm going to challenge each of you to just be a blessing to the people around you. Every day we each have an opportunity to impact the world we live in by the way we live our lives. So guys, I'm going to challenge each and every one of you to bless the people in your world. Guys, it just takes each one of us doing that, and this whole world is a better place. Can't wait to see you in the spring, guys. God bless.
Headed into our next break, let's continue with the saltwater theme for just a second. Beginning over at Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina, a place we had never visited before. What a beautiful place and a great fishery. We hit it on July 4th weekend, a bad time to go fishing. Managed to catch some pretty good flounder, but we will be back for a do-over in the future at Wrightsville Beach. From there, it was to Lake Pontchartrain in Louisiana, just outside New Orleans, for some great black drum fishing. Caught a couple of really nice ones there. And then on to the Galveston, Texas jetty system for some big redfish and one giant Jack Crevalle. We got her. Oh man. Now you said this is actually a big one for this species.
This is a very good fish. Absolutely. This is especially on the tackle you just caught it on. My goodness.
How much will this fish weigh?
This is a 27, 28 pound fish.
Oh, there it comes. That's a big girl. And you said these fish are in here spawning, right? They're moving towards spawning.
Moving in from the Gulf to spawn, lay their eggs, and the high tides and currents will push them up into the marshes where they'll spawn and grow up until they get to be big girls like this.
There we go.
Yes, sir.
Double black drum. All right. Well, looks like it's a black drum kind of day. Been a while since I've caught a lot of black drum. We'll get 2 of them up here and show you.
You see, he picked up mine, which was the big one.
Yeah. Hey, this is not my first rodeo. Got him. Another one. All right, look at this. Oh, man. Looks like the flounder bite is on at Wrightsville Beach. What a fantastic fish and what a lot of fun.
Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Tracker Boats. It's more than just a boat, it's a tracker. Costa Sunglasses, see what's out there. Mercury Marine, official outboard of Fox Sports Outdoors. And Lowrance Electronics, find, navigate, dominate.
Hey, welcome back everybody. We're taking a look back at some of our greatest fishing adventures from 2016 here on Fox Sports Outdoors. The striped bass and hybrid striper fishery is going great across both Southeast and Southwest regions. We experienced some of that beginning at Skiatook Lake near Tulsa, Oklahoma with a big hybrid striper, followed by a fantastic trip to Lake Washita in Arkansas, big stripers and a big walleye as well. And then it's on to Lake Louisville, just outside Dallas, Texas, where I caught the biggest hybrid striper of my entire fishing career. Wow. Big old hybrid. Oh my gosh, look at this. Out here white bass fishing and a giant hybrid striper hit it. Wow. That is the bonus fish today. He's got that spoon right in the corner of his mouth. All right, well, some of the same principles that you use to find and catch these white bass in the fall will also apply for striped bass and hybrid stripers like this one. That is a real giant. That's a probably 11, 12 pound hybrid striper, something like that. Let's get that fish back in the water. All right, we got him. That's a good striper right there. Wow. That's a good start right there. This is what you can do on Lake Washita, and this is not one of the big ones. They get huge here. This is one of the best trophy striper destinations you can possibly imagine. I caught that walleye doing something I can't believe how I caught it. The only way you're going to catch a walleye under these type conditions where you got very little wind, pretty calm surface conditions, and bright skies like this is to drop shot them straight down vertically below the boat. There's one. Wow, reeling a spoon up off the bottom that time. Man, that's a pig right there. There is a Skytook hybrid. What a great fight that fish put up too. What an awesome fish.
Hey folks, it's time for your Carolinas Report, brought to you by the Dead Dog Saloon, located on the Marshwalk in Merle's Inlet. Make sure you put us on your list of destinations to visit when you're in the Grand Strand area. We're open 7 days a week for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and here it's always about the food, the view, and the music. I tell you what, freshwater side of things, you know, we've got that cold pattern. The water temperatures have dropped tremendously, but the bass are still biting. Get out and find those schools of shad and herring, and you're going to have a great time targeting those bass this time of the year. I tell you what, I fish again in the tidal waters here, and we're seeing some great numbers of bass this time of the year. I like to get back into those small creeks, back into that water where it's a little bit warmer, and you're going to find that bait and those fish. Also in the freshwater side of things, Captain Jason Bennett up on Lake Murray reports live trolling right now. Slow trolling with those planer boards is starting to produce some really big fish, the biggest fish of the year. He says it's only going to get better in the next couple weeks and in the next month. But get out and target those stripers right now with some good live baits, trolling in the back of any of those sloughs and creeks where that bait's going to be held up this time of the year. Also in the catfish, our good buddy Captain Zach Royce up on Lake Gaston continues to put some of the biggest catfish in the boats up there. You know, this young man broke the state record in North Carolina twice this year, and I tell you what, he's still at it. Get out and target your catfish this time of the year. The blues and the flatheads are chewing good. This has been your Carolinas Report, brought to you by the Dead Dog Saloon. Remember, fish smarter, not harder, and keep your chaos organized.
And now it's that moment we've all been waiting for, the 2016 version of bloops, blunders, and outtakes. Well, I'm really clear your throat, and I'd like to welcome you in today to, what's the name of this lake? And it's called what's it called?
For the answer, we found Bassmaster Elite Angler and Dean Rojas. Is that right? Like, are there two of them?
Cast out in the... Join us for this week on Spot.
But you idle around out here until you find the brush. So, and of course I missed it. There should be some brush coming up, and I drifted off of it. It needs to have some kind of a yellow core to it, and I missed it again. Golly. So we're gonna take, Barry, hour and a half. So what, come on, Barry. And what's the last word I need to say? Rewind. It's just a simple rewind, okay? Versus when do you throw you don't throw. Come on, Barry, run the frickin' trolling motor right. God. Just had a complete brain blowout. Did you also know that I don't know what the next thing I'm supposed to say after that is? And just across the dam is the Nashville airport. But here comes another truck. Finesse bait. Then below that, oh shoot.
Barry will be back next week.
It really helps. And that's caught. God, Barry, come on, that was going so well. One more time.
Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day. Lose, fueled by passion, driven by innovation. Feel the difference. Gene LaRue and Bobby Garland Lures. With our baits, a good day of fishing is in the bag. And Strand Fishing Lines, the standard of dependability.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for the Ask the Pro segment, where viewers get expert insights from professional anglers. This week's question comes from Doug, who asks, is it okay to use soap or chemicals to clean out a live well? If not, how? For the answer, we checked with the 2016 Bassmaster Classic champion, Edwin Evers.
All right, when it comes to cleaning out my live well, I don't want to put any foreign chemicals in there, so I don't clean it out. You know, the most I'll do is take a vacuum in there, try to vacuum out maybe some of those remains that a fish might spit up, but I'm not going to introduce any foreign chemicals to my live well.
Thank you, Edwin. If you have something to ask one of our pros over the off-season, simply visit our website and follow the Ask the Pro link to submit a question. And remember to join us right back here for another new season of episodes in March of 2017. Now it's time to give away a pair of sunglasses on the Costa Catch of the Week.
Thanks, Julie. Before we get to our Costa Catch winners for this week, I'd like to mention that you'll be seeing more of a few insider reporters that we introduced as guest hosts here on the show for the first time in 2016. Beginning in South Carolina, Inglis Glover is our local insider reporter from there. He does his own television show in the Carolinas, is an excellent fisherman over in that part of our region. Then Brian Hughes does a statewide radio fishing show in the state of Texas. He's our freshwater insider reporter for the state of Texas. You'll be seeing Brian in the future. Crispin Powley is the national sales manager for the Strike King Lure Company and our insider reporter for the states of Tennessee and Kentucky. Finally, there's Andrew Upshaw. He's a very successful FLW Tour pro, the first college angler to ever make the Bassmasters Classic. You'll be seeing more in Oklahoma and Texas from Andrew Upshaw next season. Time right now for our final Costa Catch of the Week winner for 2016. He is Randy Kimbrell of Covington, Georgia, showing an 8 and a 6 pound largemouth bass he caught at Lake Sinclair in Georgia. If you'd like a chance to be a winner in 2017, send us your photo. Go to our website at foxsportsoutdoors.com, click in the Costa Catch of the Week area on the right side of the front page and follow the instructions to send us your photo. You must be 18 years of age or older to enter or to win here in the contest. And if you'd like to see all of the Costa frame and lens styles, go back to the front page of our site, click on the Costa logo, and you can see all of the 580p glass and polycarbonate lenses and all the wide variety of colors and styles of Costa frames. This season, I saw my first Christmas commercial in September. The home improvement stores put their Christmas decorations on the shelves in early October. And Black Friday sales dates and times are being moved up earlier than ever this year. The retailers are out to get your Christmas dollars. But you know what? You and I do not have to get sucked in to the Christmas consumer mentality. You and I can have a joyous time celebrating with our family and friends. And we can all be happy about the stuff that really matters. The birth of the one who came to earth to free us from all of our captivity and bondage, and to release us from all of our hurts and pains, both past and present. So from our family to yours, this season, we hope you have a very Merry Christmas. As I mentioned earlier in the show, we're going to be off the air for a couple of months, getting ready for the launch of our 2017 season. We'll meet you right back here in early March 2017. I need you to do 3 things during the off season. Number 1, subscribe to our newsletter. Just go to our website at foxsportsoutdoors.com and sign up. It's free. We'll keep in contact with you that way. Number 2, keep an eye on our website at foxsportsoutdoors.com. We'll have the launch dates, times, and networks right on the front page. And number 3, be sure to like and follow us on social media. We're very active on our Facebook page. We'll be posting fishing videos and instruction and lots of fun things to do and some giveaways all during the off season. But you can't participate if you don't like us on our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter. We'll see you right back here in March of 2017. Until then, Merry Christmas, everybody. I'm Barry Stokes. Be safe, have fun. Bye-bye, y'all.
Join us this week on Fox Sports Outdoors as I hate it when he gives me a script. I just want to talk.
When do you, okay, sorry, cast that? Cast, okay. I'm like, what is that fancy word?
Got it.
It's been a long day.